Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at South Boston for the Crooked Line Top Hat Comics Super Late Model Series. And I've been watching these guys practice, and it seems like this setup's going to be really loose for these drivers tonight here under the lights at South Boston. 125 laps, the Sobo 125. Let's get it going. I am excited. I hope you all are. And thank you for joining me tonight on True Sim Productions for the Super Late Model Series of Crooked Line. As always, be sure to go check out their Facebook page, Crooked Line on Facebook. Haven't really heard a whole lot from the drivers. I was talking to a couple of them. They said that this car was really loose here tonight, but a few actually said it was a little tight. So a couple different opinions here this evening on what the car is going to be doing. We're taking a look. You can see the best laps so far in practice up at the top of your screen. And number 24, Troy Tarbuck, he's sitting fastest right now with a 14.67. So it's a really good lap. Levi Allen, he's been sitting at the top of the charts here too tonight for a little while. We're taking a look at the 0-2 of Guy Barrett, sitting 7th right now in practice. Remember, everybody, be sure to put in the chat who you're going for tonight. I still haven't picked. I'm not sure who I want to pick. It seems like anybody I pick, they wreck out. So I really don't want to ruin anybody's night tonight. But I am curious of who you all have in the chat this evening. Right, let's see here. I was looking to see if we could bring somebody in, but not sure who I want to pester just yet. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna cut that short, but we're gonna go ahead and start our pre-race ceremonies. So ladies and gentlemen, if you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem, done as always by Joshua Rutherford. And thank you, as always, Joshua, for that great rendition of our national anthem. And everybody, please, if you could, go check out his YouTube channel, Mullet Music Productions. We greatly appreciate it over here at True Sim Productions, and Joshua surely greatly appreciates it as well. Only a few minutes left here in practice. Everybody getting their final moments of practice in here. Taking a look at the number 97 of Levi Allen. Going underneath number 40 there. Taking a look at the number 75 of Chris Sawyer. Sitting 18th in practice right now. The 15 flat. 008 to be specific. And this track's going to be really challenging. We all know that South Boston, I should say, it's really small, but it's a good short track. Maybe might see some tempers flaring this evening. Who knows? Maybe the old bump and run. I see everybody pretty much running that low line, and it's going to be, if you get stuck to the top side, you're just going to go backwards. See who else can we look at here. We got number 48, Brian Treadwell. I don't remember seeing him last week, so I don't know if it's his first race here either, but for tonight's sake, we'll say it's his first race here with the Super Late Model Series. He's sitting P15 out there in practice right now. What I always like to say, though, ladies and gentlemen, that these practice times, they're a good judgment of where these drivers sit on speed, but once it comes to that long run, you know, them tires, how they wear, and all that will determine who really is the fastest out here tonight. I like that number 28 of Brian Zimmerman. He always seems to hang in the middle, and then he always finds his way back up near the front at the end of these races. So I don't want to say I'm picking Brian Zimmerman, but I like Brian Zimmerman for this one. Only about 30 seconds remain here in practice. Taking a look at the number 31 of Brad Carpenter. Bringing it down pit road. Number 43 of Larry Bell's out there. He's sitting P8 in practice right now. Jason Raymond, kind of surprising. He's only 9th fastest right now. We saw him running really well at Nashville last week. Maybe the shorter tracks are not Raymond's thing. You're going to have to keep an eye on him tonight. Bradley Yo is coming back in that number 35. It's now P13. As practice now is wrapping up here. So the question is, who will be first to go out on track? I see a couple of drivers starting to roll those cars out on the pit road. As we got one out on track right now. Number 64 of Brett Murphy. Coming to take his green flag for his qualifying run. Down into turns 1 and 2. Nice low entry. Coming out in turn number 4 across the line for his first lap. It's going to be a 14.93 for the number 64 on lap 1. Let's see if he can improve on lap 2. Coming out of turn number 4 across the line. Doesn't look like he's going to improve. A little bit slower on that second lap, but good enough for 3rd place right now on the board for the number 64, Brett Murphy. As we say that, Brad Carpenter, number 31, goes fastest with a 14.77. Derek Stanley behind him, showing a custom number of the number 1, but on our timing and scoring, he's the number 20. We're going to have to get that sorted out as well. Larry Bell, top of the board with a 14.77 as well. Looks like he might have looped it trying to go for a second lap, but good lap. Good first lap for Larry. All right, we got the number 24, Troy Tarbuck, out on the track right now, completing his qualifying run. And see, this is what I was saying, ladies and gentlemen. He was fastest in practice, but when it came down to qualifying, only good enough to put it up on P3. Still a good time. Still in good position to win this race. 35, Bradley Yo out on track. He was good enough for 9th position out on the boards right now. And Chris Carroll finally joined into the session. Good to see that number 99 out on track. He's P8 right now as he finishes his qualifying run. A lot of people who wanted to take a time. And there we have it. I just said Brian Zimmerman finishing his qualifying run right now through 3 and 4. And across the line for the 28. Big wiggle. Couldn't go any faster. He actually went almost a tenth or so slower. But Brian Zimmerman, 3rd fastest with a 14.78. I told you, I'm telling you, that 28 is going to be someone we got to watch tonight. Chris Sawyer wrapping up his qualifying run, bringing it down pit side. That number 75. It's good enough for 15th fastest. Jeffrey Miller also finishing his qualifying run. He's good enough for 18th. All right. So as it stands right now, Larry Bell's sitting on the pole with Brad Carpenter starting outside pole. Only a few drivers have not taken a green flag for a qualifying run just yet. Brian Treadwell is deciding to come out on track, start his qualifying run. But we have 2 others who have yet to do a qualifying run. And that's Tanner Marr, who's bringing it out on the track right now, and the number 2 of Scotty Stevens. Tanner Marr's coming to complete his first lap of qualifying. Let's see how he does. Out of turn 4 across the line. He's going to go 10th fastest with a 14.89. 10th fastest so far. Let's see what he does on lap 2. Coming out of turn number 4 to complete his qualifying run. Across the line. Big sideways. Kept his foot in it. Trying to get all he can out of it. Definitely not going to be faster. It's going to invalidate that lap time, actually. So Tanner only going 10th fastest on the board. You see it there, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is wrapping up here tonight at South Boston. With that being said, we also need to start getting through this grid. Larry Bell in that number 43 is going to be starting on pole with Brad Carpenter, his outside. Brian Zimmerman's going to be starting P3 with Troy Tarbuck in the number 24 starting in 4th. Kyle O'Danick in that number 21 won last week's Tuesday's modified race. Starting P5 here tonight. Let's keep an eye on him. Starting to his outside is Brandon Metler in that number 15 with Jason Raymond starting in 7th and Derek Stanley starting in 8th. Chris Carroll is going to be starting in that 9th position with Tanner Marr starting in 10th. Garrett Crow in the number 38 will be starting P11 with Bradley Yo in the 35 to his outside. Jeff Clifton's going to be starting in the 13th position with Brett Murphy in the number 64. He's going to be starting to his outside. Justin Rideout's going to be starting P15 with Chris Sawyer to his outside. And Chris Clark's going to be starting P17, Levi Allen in 18th. Jeffrey Miller's going to be starting 19th with Mitchell Muma starting in 20th. Guy Barrett in 21st. Scotty Stevens in 22nd. And Brian Treadwell is going to be starting in 23rd. That's your grid this evening, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers are rolling off. They're heating up the engines. They're warming up those tires. It's time to get racing here at South Boston. The pace car lights are off. First flag's going to be on green. After that, it's going to be on the leader. Larry Bell on the front row. Green flag is out in the air here at South Boston. Going down into turns 1 and 2. It looks like they're going to be side by side the whole way back through the field as Larry Bell's under fire from Brad Carpenter. Brad Carpenter gets loose. Larry Bell gets loose. He's going sideways. Everybody trying to avoid him. 38 coming in late there. Tanner Marr gets collected. We got a pile up here in turn number 4 on lap 1 of this thing. Oh, man, where do we even start with that one? I think we gotta go to Larry Bell, and actually, I think I could just back it up right now. So we had a good camera there. We saw him going out in the corner here. You can see Larry's already on the apron getting that 43 loose. I don't know if Brad tried to avoid him, thinking he was a little bit closer than he was, or maybe if he just got loose as well going into the corner. But this is where I want to pause it, and I want to switch to the number 4 of Tanner Marr, because we know Larry, he's spinning right there. Everybody's trying to avoid it. Doing a good job so far. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, so it looks like Raymond might have checked up here. Carroll tries to, well, it looks like it might have touched a little bit. Okay, Carroll tries to avoid Bell on the bottom of the racetrack, comes up and turns Tanner. And that's what starts this chain reaction here in the back of the field. So under caution for the first time this evening here at South Boston, Brad Carpenter's going to take over the race lead with Brian Zimmerman in second. I'm not sure how quick these yellows are here at South Boston. If anybody here in chat knows, you can let me know. Also, be sure to get those picks in. Let's go. I mean, I want to hear who the chat's going for this evening. What you got? Give me a number. Give me a name. Maybe we can bring them up and talk to them if we get another yellow here this evening. Definitely not the way that some of these drivers thought their night was going to be starting. It did give a few positions over to some other drivers, though. They're going to work their way up through the field. Like I said, Chris Carroll, he's back there in 9th. Now has a little bit of front-end damage. Shouldn't affect him too much here at a short track, but we're going to have to keep an eye on him. Like I said, he made that little bit of contact with Jason Raymond, too, but it didn't look like it affected the 44 all that much. 21 is still clean. He's sitting in P5. Green flag is back out in the air. I didn't even realize the pace lights were off. I'm sorry about that. They started single file because they had a caution so quick. So single file right now. Brad Carpenter is going to try and keep that race lead, but don't look now. Remember I said Brian Zimmerman in that 28 looking to his inside going down the front stretch. Brandon Mettler right now, he's also having a good run. He's sitting there in P3. We saw him have a rough night last week. See if he can capitalize on running P3 here tonight. Troy Tarbuck, he's in 4th position. Remember, he was fastest in practice. Maybe kind of laying back a little bit, managing his stuff. And that number 21, we mentioned it. He won the Tour Modified race last week. He's sitting P5. He's having a good run so far. We're on lap 10 here of 125. Brad Carpenter is the race leader. Looking to get around Scotty Stevens. Scotty Stevens in jeopardy of going another lap down here at South Boston. Not something you want to happen. I expect that number 2 to fight as hard as he can. Maybe get a quick caution here so he can get himself back on the lead lap. Great shot of the field going down into turn 1 right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the number 44, Jason Raymond, running in 7th. Everybody's still pretty much single filed out. Remember, it's going to be a bottom feeding racetrack, so it's going to be really, really hard to make a pass here tonight. And everybody running the same setup. Everybody running the iRacing setup. So Chris Carroll is still running P8. Bradley Yo, it looks like he has some pretty significant front end damage right there, but it doesn't seem to doesn't seem to be affecting his race car all that much as he's holding off the 64 of Brett Murphy here. And Tanner Marr, he's got a lot of damage to that super late model, but he's still trying his hardest out there, so give credit to the number 4, Tanner Marr. Levi Allen's back here running in 12th. He's got some front end damage as well, as he was involved in that first caution. However, we've been green flagged thus far. Brad Carpenter's still your race leader. He can't get around Scotty Stevens, that lap car. So I see Coffee Man out in chat. Good number on track tonight. Anyone's race. And we got 42 Racing out in chat as well, saying already cleaner than a Bowman Gray race. I mean, I can't disagree with you there. Let's go back to the action on the track. Seems like the top 4 have kind of separated themselves just a little bit. Maybe the top 3. Number 24, Troy Tarbuck. He's out there kind of trying to catch up to this group of 3. Brian Zimmerman, we got a battle for the lead going on here. I just saw Zimmy try and make a move there going into 1, but couldn't get the nose to the quarter panel of that 31. He's running way down on the apron too, maybe trying to get that car to rotate. Looks like they're putting a decent amount of wheel into it there. 20 laps about to be in the books here tonight at South Boston. Battle for the lead starting to heat up. He gets a great run through the center of the corner there. So we go on board here with Brian Zimmerman. You can see, well, kind of what he sees. Not exactly a helmet view, but cockpit view nonetheless. You can see he does get a good run through the center of the corner, but I don't know. It looks like Brad gets him coming off the corner. You see Brian really using a lot of that apron coming off of turn number 4. Let's go back here. We look at the number 21 working his way around lap traffic right now. Made quick work of him going into 1 and 2. Looking at Derek Stanley right now. Again, showing the number 1. On timing and scoring, he's number 20. Under pressure from the 44, Jason Raymond right now. Jason looks like he's trying to do everything he can to get around him as they work around the lap car. And now Raymond's got to worry about that number 99 in his rearview mirror. Remember, those two have a little bit of history. I think that's what old Raymond's trying to do. He's trying to get a run here, get around this number 20. But Carroll's probably hoping the same thing so he can just follow suit. Oh, there it is. There's the move right there. Raymond going way to the bottom side of the racetrack. And as I said that, look at that. The 99 trying to follow him. Big wiggle off of turn 4 for the 44. So he's going to lose a lot of momentum right there, but Chris Carroll, he was nice. He lifted there, kind of gave him a little bit more room than he probably should have, but making it happen. Raymond's got another good run here, looking to the inside. Carroll trying to make something happen on the outside. He looked for a second there. Let's go back up to the front. Number 31 still working his way around lap traffic, but Brian Zimmerman's doing the same. They're all making quick work of these lap drivers. They're still all 1, 2, 3 nose to tail right here. As we're about to be 31 laps in the books here. Laps just ticking off here tonight at South Boston. Great race so far by these drivers. Well, we got some green flag racing. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to get the bills paid and go ahead and a quick shout out from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Stick around.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. We're actually under caution. Right before we came back, Brian Zimmerman was looking underneath the leader, trying to take that lead away, and the yellow flag came out. I'm not exactly sure who was involved here. I'm not sure. Let's see here. That's the beginning of the race. I'm thinking I gotta look for it. That's all there is to it. So I'm having trouble finding this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure exactly what happened. It's maybe the 40 might have been involved there. I'm gonna find it. I'm determined now. Yep, that was it. See, like sometimes they don't go all the way around. All right, so let's see what happens here. It's gonna be between the 40 and looks like the 38. Oh yeah, okay. So this is what it looks like from my point of view here. Let's go ahead and change the angle up a little bit. Yep. So it looks like the 40 bounces off the wall a little bit. 38 might not be really expecting that and kind of just comes on the racetrack. 38 had his nose there. I mean, that's a tough one to call. We'll let the chat decide that one. So Brad Carpenter keeps the race lead. We will be coming to a choose cone, which unfortunately I do not have a camera set up for tonight. Couldn't get one going. The commercial curse. That is absolutely correct. You know all too well. As they're choosing right now, we're about to go back green flag racing. Paper cup on the racetrack. Yeah, that's exactly what it was now. See you out there, Tempest. Thanks for joining us. So look at that bold move by the number 21. He took the top side. So did Raymond. And a lot of other people took the bottom. Look at this. I have no idea what was going on there. Looks like it's just a delay green. Maybe a few drivers not sure exactly where they were supposed to choose, or not sure. But the pace car's back out on track. It's going to pull back in here. It should. Yep. Green flag is back out in the air here at South Boston. Down into turns 1 and 2. It's going to be tight side-by-side race, and Brad Carpenter's going to get big time loose coming off turn number 2. Oh, contact there by the number 28 and the 44 going in the 3 and 4. Look at that. That high line has prevailed for the number 21 of Kyle O'Danick as caution flag is back out on the speedway. And I think we actually might have caught it. Yeah, right there. Looks like it's the 64 and the 38 involved in this one. I caught it out of the corner of my eye. It looks like they might have been trying to avoid something here, so let's go ahead and play it. Oh, yeah, look at that, 97. 97 in the, who is that there? Looks like the 98, I believe. I'm not sure. 98. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like a little bit of contact there between him and the 4, as he was like kind of trying to run a different line there, obviously, but maybe Tanner might have come up just a little bit, not expecting him to be there. We're not sure there, but it's like he just kept turning down the track, not expecting the 97 to be there, so that's what starts it. And I think the 64 and the 38, they just kind of victim of circumstance here, as they try to avoid it. But we got to give credit where it's due. That choose cone worked out for that number 21. He took the high side. He took the lead. Right place, right time. So I'm going with a good call for that. That was a great call for that number 21. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to True Sim Productions this evening for the Top Hat Comics Super Late Model Series from South Boston Speedway. Be sure to check out Top Hat Comics, Crooked Line on Facebook, USAFirearms.com, Maine's Mobile Truck Service. Go give them all some love. Be sure to check out tomorrow night for the Tour Modifieds. So we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here. Choose cone in effect. So a lot of drivers still thinking that inside line is going to be where you need to be. I mean, I agree. I agree that inside line's where you need to be. But the 21 made it work on the outside the last time. We're coming to the green flag here. Green flag is back out into the air. Down into turns 1 and 2. The 21 got a great restart. He's able to clear second and third place as they fight side by side. Brian Zimmerman trying to get back into second position where he's basically been running all night. He's fighting that number 31 real hard on the inside lane. But Brad Carpenter on the top side of the racetrack, he's really hanging on as Zimmy's going to clear him going into 3 and 4. Now side by side for the 5th position, Jason Raymond and Brandon Metler fighting real hard. Chris Carroll trying to make something happen there too, but not sure which lane he wants to go with, as they're fighting pretty hard right here. They're pretty much dead even coming off the corner. See Jeff Field out in chat. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Back up to the front, though, it is Kyle O'Danick leading the field. Brian Zimmerman now trying to run him down, I should say. Brad Carpenter slots back into P3. Brandon Metler still trying to take over that 4th position from Raymond, but he is just fighting hard on that outside line. Looks like Brandon Metler is going to clear him, but Chris Carroll also is going to clear him. Oh, they almost make a little bit of contact there. So now Jason Raymond stuck back in P6. And Troy Tarbuck, remember, he was fastest in practice, but only sitting in P7 right now. I'm really wondering if he's running out of time here, if he's trying to save us. A big wreck going down the back straightaway. Oh, man, we had a flip. Looks like it was between the 20 and the 35. I'm just going to slow it down here. Oh, yep. It's kind of cut and dry right there, I'd say. Maybe. Let's see. We're going to slow this one down just a little bit, and then we'll play full speed. Yeah, the 35. I mean, again, you know, Derek Stanley in that number 20, or the number 1, whichever you prefer this evening, he doesn't have to go all the way to the wall. I mean, he gave the 35 plenty of room, and it looked like the 35 just was expecting him to go all the way to the wall and just kind of came up naturally. We'll play at full speed. And look, I mean, to me, there's room down there. So, you know, we'll let the chat decide, as I can't make a call. I don't want to be that guy. I can only show you guys what happened. That's all I can do. So, 60 laps in the books here tonight. Race is actually going rather quickly. These guys have been having some pretty solid green flag runs. A couple little mishaps, which is natural on a short track. We know that. It's going to be a lot of beating and banging. See someone in chat. They seem to know who's at fault. They saying 35. That's your opinion. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and make judgment. That's for the admins to do. We got the choose cone. Chris Carroll, for the first time, goes to the top side. He's going to try and make something happen here on this restart, but it's in the hands of the number 21. Let's see what he does. He goes real early, and number 21 fires off. We're back underway. And another great restart by the number 21 of Kyle O'Danick. Really great restart, I should say. He's already pulled about a half a second gap over these two fighting over for P2 again. Brian Zimmerman and Brad Carpenter side by side going out into turns 1 and 2, but right behind them, Chris Carroll and Brandon Meller are side by side. So Jason Raymond now trying to figure out which lane he needs to follow. So Zimmerman has gotten around Carpenter and Carroll. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Will he save it? Great save by the 31. Oh, they're bumping fenders everywhere here tonight. Oh, a little bit of more contact right there. This is insane. We got 2 around there. No caution yet. We're still green flag. Caution finally comes out. I was going to say, it looked like it was between the 0 and 2. We're going to see if we can get a replay going on this one. Let's back it up. See what happens here. Go down to the corner. Oh, it looks like yeah, I mean, so this is another classic case of just a natural checkup to the center of the corner here at short tracks. I mean, 38 gets into the back of him. He checks up so Tanner can catch it, but then it looks like the 2 just gets in the left rear quarter panel of 38 and sends him around. No, they're hitting each other, trying to get spun back around. I don't know if the 0-2 is upset with the 38. I don't really think he has a reason to be, but temper's starting to flare here tonight, and only 70 laps in the books. So Jeff's out in chat. He says, looked like the 35 had to chase it up after hitting the apron. All right. It's good opinion. It's good opinion. That last one, though, I mean, I'm like I said, it looks like the 38 bumped the 4, right? Got him a little out of shape. He gets out of the gas, let him catch it. Then it looks like he just got tapped. I mean, that's just what I see. Let me know out in chat. Just let chat do race control. We'll talk to Tanner about it. No, I'm just kidding. Can't do that. I got to shout out all 14 viewers right now. Thank you all again for coming out, supporting Crooked Line, supporting True Sim Productions. We greatly appreciate it here. So remember, I kind of had my eye on Zimmy tonight, but after that move by the 21, I mean, he put himself in position to win this thing. So looks like they're choosing right now. Mettler's going to be the first one to go to the top side. Look at that, the 64 Brett Murphy. He's been involved in a couple incidents tonight. He's now found his way up into P4. John O'Danick out in chat saying the number 21 looking good. Well, he's about to fire him off here. Green flag back out in the air. And another great restart. I mean, just phenomenal restart by the number 21. He pulls out to almost another half a second lead as these two battle for second place. Almost a little bit of contact there going down into turns 3 and 4 as Zimmerman's still running that apron. Oh, he's going to get a little tight right there, trying to fight Brandon Mettler. Mettler's going to prevail on the high side. One in the wall going down the back straightaway. It's 64 Brett Murphy. He's going to gather it back up. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the 99 and the 64. Oh, he gives him a shot back, and we got a yellow flag back out on the racetrack. It's like the 35 might have been involved in this one once again. I'm not sure. It looked like he was sideways. We're going to go ahead and back her on up. As you can see, him already sideways here. Looks like him and the number 4 of Tanner Marr have come together. Oh, yeah, he just gets into the back of him, and then Raymond gets in the back of him and sends him around. I mean, that one's tough right there because remember the chain reaction last time we saw. You know, we said the 0-2 might have came and hit the 38 there, which ultimately brought out the caution. Here it looks like... I mean, Tanner's not saving that car. And if he does, the guys behind him are going to have to slow down so much that they're probably going to have to stop almost. Yeah, because Tanner doing everything he can to save that race car. So we're back under caution here. 78 laps about to be in the books. With 125. I will say these restarts are insane. They are entertaining. I mean, you got drivers dooring each other and moving each other and giving them the bumper. We still got a long way to go here. Oh, I just looked at my microphone and thought I might have had it muted. I really hope I didn't there for a little while. I think I was good, or y'all would have said something, I hope. So we've seen something like this happen on Tuesday night with Kyle O'Danick here in the 21. I do want to keep pointing out that he won on Tuesday, but it was something similar of what he did here tonight. I mean, he played that choose cone to his favor and then just kind of walked away with it from there. So maybe the same kind of strategy here. It's a good strategy. He's up in P1. He's about to fire the field back off here and get him back underway. No idea what's going on here. The pace car is still out. That was very weird. The green flag came out before the pace car even was off the racing surface. As ladies and gentlemen, I do want to apologize for the content in the chat. True Sim Productions in no way, shape, or form supports that kind of material on this channel. We understand that we have families watching here with children watching. I should have gotten rid of him there. We're doing everything we can to try and get rid of it. That's really all we can do. We're going to go back under green flag, though. A really weird start there. Maybe a little glitch. It happens. Waiting. Pace car lights are still on. They're really far back off the pace car. Wow. We're still under caution. Lights are still on. I assume we're extending the cautions, trying to get everybody sorted where they need to be. I pull somebody up to ask what's going on, but I would assume they're listening to the in-race chatter and need to hear what's going on. So I don't want to bother nobody. Looks like we might be getting ready to go right here. Pace car lights are off. Got Tempest out in chat saying the number 21 is going to leave him in the dust again. We're going to find out here. We're going back green flag racing. Pace car is off. 21 fires off. Green flag back out in the air here at South Boston. And there it is. He got a great restart again. Not that great a one, though. It's only a 2/10 gap now. Brian Zimmerman trying to run him down. They're side by side back here for 5th place. Chris Carroll in that number 99. And the number 20 of Derek Stanley. Great shot of the whole field coming off turn number 4 there. We're taking a look at the number 99 of Chris Carroll. Now the number 20 of Derek Stanley. Troy Tarbuck trying to fight his way back up here. A little gaggle of cars. We got Jeff Clifton. Haven't said his name a whole lot tonight. He's found his way up inside the top 10. He's fighting Jason Raymond really hard on that outside line. And it looks like Raymond's going to prevail. He's going to clear him coming off turn number 4. Going back up to the front of the field. Kyle O'Danick wondering if he's looking in that rearview mirror at all, because Zimmy is getting closer. The gap has not increased or decreased, really. And also, Brandon Medler, he's in this mix. And Chris Carroll with that torn up right front. He's trying to run these guys down. 93 laps here, about to be in the books. Not much longer to go as caution flag back out on the speedway. Showing it might have been involving the number 64. Let's see what we got going on here. Everybody, there's some stuff going on. Oh, wow. What? Not sure what's going on here. We got to probably watch Tanner Marr once again. It looks like him and maybe Larry Bell get into it a little bit. Let's see here. Tanner looks down to the inside. He sends it in there. Oh, wow. He's really sending it in there. It's like Larry Bell not too happy. Looks like Jeff Clifton even spun around on his own there, too. Let's see what happened to the old number 5. It looks like he was trying to spin back around. Oh, yeah. Oh, the 0-2 turns him. See, this is why I don't like talking about people, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I talk about somebody running good, this stuff happens. That being said, we're going to go ahead and take a real quick commercial break. Stick around. All right, we're back live. Real quick commercial break this time. There go green flag again here. Number 21, still going to be your race leader. Brandon Mettler chose the top side. Zimmerman chose the bottom side. Green flag back out in the air. 21 with another great restart. And now Zimmerman and Mettler, they're going to have to battle side by side. They're going to have to figure it out here if anybody wants to catch that 21. Chris Carroll's still trying to throw his hat in the ring here. And the number 97 of Levi Allen looking to the inside of the number 20 of Derek Stanley. Haven't talked a whole lot about Levi tonight. Having a good run here. Fighting his way up inside the top 5. Caution flag back out on the speedway. As I'm not exactly sure who it was. See if we can't back it up here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ooh, big one. Another big one. So we're going to ride probably on board with Tanner. We're going to ride on board with him because he's got probably one of the better views here of what happened. So coming off the corner, it looks like the 35 and the 24 might make slight contact right there. Raymond tries to check up to avoid it. He goes up to the top side of the racetrack. The 0-2 doesn't know which way he's going to go, whether it's going to be follow Raymond or go to the bottom side, it appears, and gets into the rear end of that 44, and that just starts the whole chain reaction. The name of the song for the Michael Falk Racing Designs commercial, it's actually done by Michael Falk's old band. I'd have to get in contact with him to get the actual song title, but I know they're on Spotify. I just can't, for the life of me, remember the band name or the song title right this second. Someone else who we have to shout out. I mean, we just saw the commercial. You saw all the amazing paint schemes the guy does. Go check out Michael Falk Racing Designs on Facebook. Hit him up for a paint scheme. The dude does amazing work, and I promise you'll be satisfied. You'll get what you pay for sure, with him. He's got a few paint schemes out on track here tonight. That number 15 is one of them, actually. Don't mind the scratches on the side of it. Michael didn't do those. That side looks clean, though. It's a good shot of it. So choose cone in effect. Brian Zimmerman finally trying that top side line. I was wondering when we were going to see him do that. And that made Mettler go down to the inside lane. Green flag is back out in the air. 20 laps to go, now 19. Look at that. That was actually a good move by the number 28. He was able to clear the 15 going into turn 1. Now trying to run down that 21 for the race lead. Go a little bit further back. You got Chris Carroll side by side with Derek Stanley going into 1. He's going to clear him. Almost a little bit of contact there between the 97 and the number 20. They're starting to single file back out right now. Kylo Danik under pressure by the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman going down the front straightaway, but Zimmy just can't quite get there. Gets a great run there through the center of the corner, but again, the 21 prevails coming off the turn. Look at Brandon Metler using all the racetrack. Going down on the apron. Brian Zimmerman in the outside retaining wall. Got tight coming off the corner. Hit the outside wall. Now under pressure from Chris Carroll. Great shot of all the cars right here. You see the 21 starting to check out. Got 14 laps to go here tonight at South Boston. Got a battle going on here for the 6th, 7th, and 8th position. Tanner Marr looking to the inside of the number 20 right there. And Troy Tarbuck trying to clear himself right there. He does. Going into 1 and 2. Almost a little bit of contact there between the 4 and 20. Tanner doing everything he can, trying to get that car a good finish here tonight. Go back up to the front of the field. Brandon Metler is starting to catch that number 21. 11 laps to go this time by. He's looking high, but both of them using all the apron up there. Ooh, little bump coming off turn 2. He's looking. He's not going to make the move. We got to keep an eye on the battle for the lead here as it's starting to heat up. That's the gap right there. 10 laps to go, coming to 9. Brandon Metler using all of the apron going down the front stretch. Oh, I'm sorry, going into the turn, not the front stretch. Couldn't see him going down the front stretch. That's what happened. Look at the brake rotors glowing here tonight at South Boston. These drivers are pushing it harder than they have all night. 8 laps to go. Metler looking again to the inside. Not going to be able to make anything happen just yet. Maybe just trying to see what he can do. But now under pressure of the 99 of Chris Carroll. 7 laps to go, coming to 6. Oh, looking to the inside. He's going to pinch him down. Oh, my goodness. How did they not wreck each other right there? We got a battle for the lead. He pinches him down once again. The 21 fighting hard for this lead. 5 laps to go. He manages to hold him off. How they did not wreck each other was beyond me. Coming out of turn number 4. 4 laps to go for the number 21. He's racing hard. We got a yellow flag. Oh, man. Now we're going to have a green, white, checkered. Looks like Mitchell Muma might have been involved with this one. I'm not sure. Again, showing 00 on the timing and scoring, but 98 on the track. And we really got to get that stuff sorted out. Please and thank you. It confuses me up here in the booth when I'm by myself. Oh, it wasn't him at all, though. Raymond again. Raymond, what's going on? What is going on, Jason Raymond? Oh, 2 drivers going for the same piece of real estate. You can see it right here. I mean, it's 75. I mean, Raymond just comes up into him. I hate that one's kind of clear as day. I can't argue that one. Raymond looks like he just comes right up into him. Sorry, Raymond, but we got to be honest sometimes. Gonna be a green-white checkered here tonight. If I remember correctly, I think they get 3 attempts at a green-white checkered as well, so let's see what happens here. Question is, the 21, I'm assuming he's going to take the bottom side. He's going to want to protect that bottom side of the racetrack here on this restart. He's going to want to get a great jump, too, like he has been. And all he's got to do is hold him off for 2 laps. 2 solid laps. And he'll be a winner here this evening. Let's see if they're coming to the choose now. Which they are. Chris Carroll taking the top side. Here we go. Green, white, checkered, overtime finish, Top Hat Comics Super Late Model Series. Let's bring it home, guys. Field in the hands of that number 21. Pace car's going to duck on off. He fires off. Green, white, checkered. Here we go. Not a good start for the number 15. Chris Carroll's going to clear him. Maybe not quite. Gets him coming off of turn number 2. Going down into turns 3 and 4, Carroll's going to have a great run through the center of the corner, but the 21's going to prevail coming off of turn 4. White flag in the air for the number 21. If a caution comes out here, it does not matter. Chris Carroll trying to do everything he can to get to the back bumper. Going through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The number 21 comes out of turn 4 across the line. The 21 of Kylo Danik is your race winner, and he earned it tonight. It all started with that one move to the top side that worked out in his favor. Kylo Danik holding off the field, holding off a hard charging Chris Carroll and Brandon Metler, bringing home the win. He's going to burn it down here. Come on, Kyle, don't let me down. Burn it down. It doesn't look like he wants to. Hey, not a problem. You know what we're going to do, though? We're going to go ahead, take a quick commercial break. When we come back, post-race interviews. You stick around. And we are back here on True Sim Productions. I'm now catching up with our 3rd place finisher, the number 97 of Levi Allen. It's Sam up in the booth. You got me.
I gotcha.
Well, you know, we didn't say your name a whole lot this evening. We kind of seen you hanging out in the back. Was that kind of a strategy, or did you not expect to really be back there a whole lot?
I was trying to race my way up, and then I got caught up in a wreck, and then I went in the pits to get my fast repair and accidentally took 2 right sides. And then, yeah, I've been trying to work my way up the whole race pretty much, but I I couldn't do it. Like I kept getting up there, then getting sent to the back pretty much, and then getting up there again, then getting sent to the back. So I'm happy to be up here.
Yeah, we noticed you got that little bit of front end damage. Was that affecting your race car a whole lot this evening, or were you able to manage it? Because, I mean, you came home with third place. You can't be disappointed about that.
No, my car felt pretty good. I think I could probably would have won this thing if we had more laps. I think the front end damage came from that restart that the pace car was still out, and we all got into each other.
All right, man. Well, hey, third place finish. Can't beat that. Who do you got to thank on that number 97 machine?
Got to thank USA Firearms and Pit Lizard Performance. Those guys are always helping me out, and they hang out with me in the Discord, give me some pointers, and that's about it.
All right, man. We'll go ahead and let you celebrate that third place finish, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, buddy.
That was driver the number 97, Levi Allen. Now, I got to run down pit road here because we got to talk to our second place finisher, Chris Carroll. I'm catching up with him now. Chris Carroll, you got me.
What's happening, Sam?
What's going on, man? Hey, you joined a little late there. I was wondering if you even were going to show up tonight, but came home P2. Walk me through your race.
Well, it was mostly dodging the wreck fest out there. I got an apology to make to Tanner. I got him trying to miss Larry Bell on the bottom there. I mistimed it and didn't know where everybody was, and I got him, so I apologize, Tanner. But yeah, it was more or less just trying to, short runs and trying to sneak spots out on the restarts and hold on to your spot and get another one on the next restart. That was pretty much how it went tonight. I fell asleep watching YouTube at 4 p.m., woke up at 5:57, 3 minutes before the race, and jumped in here like a maniac.
Well, hey, whether you came in late or not, you still came home with a P2, so you can't be disappointed about that. Who you got to thank on that number 99?
I always got to thank USAFirearms.com. Got to thank the butt kicker. Got to thank BAM Racing. Got to thank all my Pit Lizard boys out there. Larry Bell had problems tonight, and Guy Barrett. Always got to thank Zimmy and Troy Tarbuck out there. We're always communicating, having a bunch of fun out there, and all my friends and family that watch the broadcast. Sam, I always like getting interviews with you. It's always fun, man.
Hey, we love talking to you, man. Unfortunately, couldn't come home with the win, but a P2, still a good finish. Chris, we're going to let you go celebrate that P2 finish with your team, and we'll talk to you next week, hopefully.
Thank you, sir. At that track, I'll take a P2 any day of the week.
That was driver of the number 99, Chris Carroll. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour. I mean, I know he's probably going to have a lot to say. I know I would, because he made the right call. So let me go ahead and get him pulled up here. Driver of the number 21, Kyle O'Danick. Sam in the booth, you got me.
I got you, Sam. How's it going?
Well, I'm not going to lie. It was a pretty good race. Aside from, a couple cautions, it was a good race. But we got to talk about you. You made that move on the choose cone, and you never looked back. Walk me through it.
Yeah, I was fifth and had a chance to go get up on the front row, and figured I'd take it. I didn't think it was going to work. I didn't think I was going to end up in the lead out of it, but yeah, it worked out. So cautions, I know it's not great for the race, but it helped me out, and I'm definitely not winning that race if it's not for the cautions.
So did you have something for these guys if you wouldn't have made that right strategy call there, or were you kind of content where you were riding? Like, how was the car feeling? Tell me about that.
No, I didn't deserve that. I was fifth. I was a fifth place car, and to beat that first long run, the top four guys pulled away, and I pulled away from the guys behind me, and I was in no man's land. So I figured I'd just try to make something happen on that choose cone, and yeah, it just fell my way, really. The first thing I said when I crossed the line was I didn't have any business winning that race, but I'll take what I can get.
Well, hey, not only you won tonight, you won last Tuesday's modified race too, so you got some momentum going into tomorrow night. We hope to see you up in the top three there. But who you got to shout out on that number 21 machine?
Yep, I got to thank PropStat Cash again. They came on board helping out. Promo code iRacing, lowercase I, capital Racing. Go sign up, 25% off your first month. Get you all the help you need on sports betting. Really glad to have them on board and glad to get 2 wins for them in short order.
All right, man. Well, hey, we're going to let you celebrate that win. We'll see you tomorrow night. You have a good one.
Thanks, Sam. You too. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
And that was race winner Kyle O'Danick. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that was good. You know, like I said, we had a couple cautions. It's going to happen here at a short track. But, I mean, like I said, the number 21, he made that move, and the move worked. Let's go ahead and bring up your race results here. So there you have it. Kyle O'Danick, your race winner. Chris Carroll in second. Levi Allen takes home third. Brandon Mettler fourth. And Brian Zimmerman your top five. The rest of your results there on screen. And ladies and gentlemen, from True Sim Productions, I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Be sure to check us out tomorrow night. Same time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. With that being said, I'm Sam Baumgarten. We'll see you tomorrow night. We out. Have a good one.